Alright, next video in the series, Scrapper Drill. So, heal scrappers, obviously. Your main role is heals and cleanses. So, how do you do that? Well, obviously heals, you're going to get a lot of those from your medkit. But where do your cleanses come from? Obviously, you have a skill here called Purge Gyro that will remove conditions around you and from allies around you and yourself. But how do we capitalize on that? Now, you also have your Elixir Gun, which you can use your Elixir Gun 3 to fumigate, which will cleanse conditions on allies. But those are your only two skills you have as a scrapper that, by definition, remove conditions. So, to build on that, what do? We gotta know where our light fields are and our blast finishers. So, as a scrapper, you have a ton of blast finishers. Your short bow 2 is a blast finisher, your short bow 5 is a blast finisher. If you go into medkit here, your medkit 5 is also a blast finisher. If you go into elixir gun, your elixir gun 4 is also a blast finisher. Now be careful with elixir gun 4 because it'll make you leap backwards when you use it. To cancel that, you weapon swap after using it. So hit that and weapon swap. You still do the blast, but you just kind of jump up in one place and you stay there. Now moving on, more blast finishers here with your supply crate. When it comes down, it is a blast finisher, and then you have a secondary action to detonate it that is also a blast finisher. However, when it drops, it will drop a water field, and if you blast a water field, that will give area healing. So blasting a light field will give area cleanse, blasting a water field will give area healing. So what I want everyone on Scrapper to practice while they're playing, remember this all the time. Anytime you use your Purge Gyro, always switch to your short bow and use short bow 2 and short bow 5 in your feet at least. That will give at least 2 area blast cleanse conditions. And that's huge. That you'll see your cleanse numbers go up significantly on the bar. So now moving on from that, while you're in elixir gun, you have another light field in here. Your elixir gun 5 is another light field. So another combo that everyone on Scrapper needs to practice in elixir gun is using your 5 and then your 4 right after with a weapon swap. As you can see, that gave an area cleanse condition. Now, to build on the elixir gun combo, as you can see, that light field lasts for 5 seconds on the ground. So you can do more than one blast in that field. So, elixir gun 5, elixir gun 4, weapon swap, which will put you in your short bow 5, and short bow 2. As you can see, that gave 3 area cleanse conditions. Moving on from that, now, if you want to get spicy with your Purge Gyro, you can already be an elixir gun. You can use your Purge Gyro. You can use your elixir gun 4, weapon swap, short bow 2, short bow 5. If you do it a little bit quicker, because I wasn't, if I'm not talking, I could have done it a little bit quicker. But you can get 3 blasts off in that field as well. And that is the bread and butter, that is really the key to this class, is getting all of your blast finishers off in all of the light fields or water fields that you have available. So now let's move on to the medgun combo. So, medgun combo that I would recommend everyone doing is always doing medgun 3 and medgun 5 in our feet if possible. Obvious reason for that is medgun 3 is a water field and medgun 5 is a blast finisher. That gives area healing. Area healing is much more powerful than just spraying your medgun 1 on people. So, now if you want to build on that combo, you can be in medgun, and you can drop your medgun 3 and your medgun 5, and you can go ahead and swap immediately, and drop a short bow 2 and a short bow 5 if you can get the 5 off fast enough, and there you go, you got 3 area blast healings. Now, one thing that I will note with area healing, or healing in general, is one thing I see healers doing is overhealing, which is healing when it's not necessary. You need to do a good job of checking your party's health bars. If they're at 100%, don't be wasting all these skills. If they're at 100%, go ahead and just spray this. Just spray your medgun 1. There's no cooldown on it. Just do that to top off their health. Now, once you start to see things dropping, now you can drop your combos. 3, 5, 2, 5. And there you go. Bunch of healing right there. So really that is the bread and butter to your scrapper rotation. As you're healing as a scrapper, you always want to make sure that you're doing your combos. This class is all about combos. Whenever you do anything, you always want to combo your fields with your finishers. You always want to make sure that you are comboing fields with finishers because area cleanse conditions, area healing is much more powerful than just single target cleanse or single target healing or just your subclass healing. Area healing will overflow to more people.